Patrick Minsker, I'm a junior.
Jarrett Light, junior.
Randy Jansen, sophomore.
Aditya Mehta, sophomore.
Gregory Redwinski, senior.
Suzanne Peterson, senior.
Ashley Landa, senior.
Holden Johnson, senior.
Eric Tate, freshman.
Blake Johnson, freshman. Jack Nettle, freshman.
Okay, welcome to the second game of the third round of the 2015 Parkland Challenge. We know Muhammad's advancing. Now let's see between Monticello and Centennial who else will join them in the finals. Let's get started. Where is the National Football Hall of Fame located? Suzanne, Monticello.
Cleveland, Ohio.
Not Cleveland. You guys can confirm?
Detroit, Michigan.
No, it's Canton, Ohio. Canton, Ohio. What Kevin Costner movie challenged Mary McDonald to portray a character named Stands with a Fist? Hold on, Monticello.
Dancing with Wolves.
Dances with Wolves, yes. Who was the youngest baseball pitcher to win 20 games in one major league season? Greg, Monticello.
Steven Strasburg.
Not Strasburg. You guys can confirm? Need an answer?
Randy Johnson.
No, Dwight Gooden. Dwight Gooden. New York Mets. Shakespeare is credited with inventing the knock-knock joke. In which one of his works did the first one appear? Greg, Monticello.
Macbeth.
Macbeth is correct. Good job. Victoria Falls, a World Heritage Site, is shared with which two countries? Suzanne, Monticello.
Venezuela and Colombia.
No, not Venezuela and Colombia. An answer?
Morocco and Algeria.
No, Zambia and Zimbabwe. What is the original name of the Hoover Dam? That answer is Boulder Dam. Boulder Dam. Who was the first character to speak in the original Star Wars movie? Technically, episode 4. Ashley, Monticello?
Is it C-3PO?
Yes, that is correct. Saturday Night Live made its debut in what year? Greg, Monticello.
1975.
1975 is correct. Good job. From which kind of animal is mohair obtained? It is obtained from a goat, an Angora goat, specifically. Which two letters have the highest point value in a game of Scrabble? Greg, Monticello.
X and Z.
Not X and Z.
Q and Z.
Q and Z, yes. 10 points apiece. What is the name of the basic container in which most Chinese dishes are prepared? Suzanne, Monticello.
Wok.
A wok, yes. Introduced in 1964, who is Barbie's nautically named sister? Ashley, Monticello.
Skipper?
Skipper is correct. What structure was 26.5 miles long until 1989? Greg, Monticello.
The Berlin Wall.
The Berlin Wall, correct. Good job. What was the name of the European war fought from 1618 to 1648? Jared.
The 30 Years' War.
Yes, the 30 Years' War. Do some math. Which was the last of the 13 British colonies in America to be founded? Aditya.
Georgia.
Georgia is correct. Which state did the U.S. buy from Russia in Greg, Monticello?
Alaska.
Alaska is correct. Clara Peller became famous for this phrase in the 1980s Wendy's commercial. Wendy's commercial. Monticello, Greg.
Where's the beef?
Where's the beef? Yes. Who played the character Ray in the movie Ray Charles? Ashley, Monticello.
Jamie Foxx.
Jamie Foxx, correct.
Good job.
What is the only bird that can fly backwards? Aditya.
Hummingbird.
Hummingbird, yes. Good job. What city was divided in two after the Second World War? Patrick,
Berlin.
Berlin, correct. Which Missouri town was destroyed by a deadly tornado in May of 2000? Greg Monticello.
Joplin.
Joplin, Missouri, yes. What is a glabella? Suzanne Monticello.
The section between the eyebrows. Above,
Yes, the
above
space
the nose.
between the eyebrows. Good job. On a standard dartboard, what number lies between 12 and 20? Randy, Centennial.
1.
Not one. You guys can confer. Between 12 and 20 on a dartboard.
Go for it. I think it's lower though.
16.
No, that is 5. 5 is the
I knew
number.
it was lower.
Who sculpted Mount Rushmore? That person was Gutzon Borglum. All right, it's time for this round's video question, which goes to Centennial.
My name is Dr. Willie Earl Fowler, and I teach political science courses here at Parkland College. Here's your question. After the abolition of slavery, many states enacted laws which segregated facilities and services between the races. An 1896 U.S. Supreme Court case decided that separate facilities were constitutional provided they were equal. Which case was this?
Plessy v. Ferguson.
Okay.
And the answer is Plessy versus Ferguson.
Okay, with the video question, Centennial edges a little closer. Let's finish up the first round. What is a group of rhinoceroses called? Greg Monticello.
A herd?
Not a herd. You guys can confirm? Need an answer?
This
A
one was
horn.
heard.
No, it's a crash. A crash of rhinoceroses.
That's violent.
The name for what feature of geography means almost an island in Latin? Aditya.
Peninsula.
Yes, peninsula, yes. Which physicist was the first to develop the theory of quantum physics? Jared, Centennial. Yes, Max Planck. Who was John F. Kennedy's opponent in the 1960 presidential election? Greg Monticello.
Nixon.
Richard Nixon, yes. What element is prominent in the formation of diamonds? Greg Monticello.
Carbon.
Carbon is correct. What scale is used to test whether garden soil is acid, neutral, or alkaline? Patrick, Centennial.
pH.
Yes, pH scale. What country is closest to the North Pole? Greg Monticello.
Canada.
Not Canada. You guys can confirm?
Greenland.
Greenland is correct.
I know. Okay, that was my first choice.
What is the deepest lake in the United States? Jared, Centennial.
Lake Superior.
Not Lake Superior. You guys can confirm?
Great Basin. Basin? Great Basin.
No, Crater Lake. Crater Lake. What other 4 boys were in Tom Sawyer's gang? Man, that's hard. That is a tough one. Huckleberry Finn, Joe Harper, Ben Rogers, and Tommy Barnes. What is the name of the island which lies in the middle of Niagara Falls? That island is Goat Island. Goat Island. What is the name of the process in which ore is heated to obtain metal? Jared, Centennial.
Smelting.
Smelting. Happy, Doc, Grumpy, Sleepy, Dopey, Bashful. Who is missing? Hold it, Monticello.
No. Sorry.
You guys can confer?
I think he did say
What? No, I said Doc.
Yeah, he said Doc.
Happy, Doc, Grumpy, Sleepy, Dopey, Bashful.
Oh, it's
Need an answer?
angry.
Need an answer?
Mopey.
Sleepy.
Not Sleepy, Sneezy. Sneezy was what we were looking for.
Got it.
New York City's Rockefeller Center features a statue of which mythological figure? Aditya, Centennial.
Prometheus.
Prometheus is right. How many tentacles does a squid have? Jared, Centennial.
6.
Not 6.
8.
Need an answer?
8.
4?
No, 10.
10?
10.
Okay. That's right. Just, we should say it.
What purpose did the Colosseum serve when it was first built? Jared, Centennial?
Gladiator fights?
Not gladiator fights.
Still questions?
Need an answer?
Entertainment?
Amphitheater. We'll check on that and see if entertainment counts. Amphitheater is what we're looking for. Which World War II battle is officially called the Ardennes Offensive? Patrick, Centennial.
Battle of the Bulge.
Yes, Battle of the Bulge. Good job. What did Benjamin Franklin want to be the national animal of the United States? Jared, Centennial.
Turkey?
The turkey. The 2010 documentary Senna was about Atron Senna, a Brazilian who competed in what sport? Ashley Monticello.
Bodybuilding?
Not bodybuilding.
Wrestling.
No, auto racing. Auto racing. What classification system was first published in the United States by Melvin Dewey? Suzanne Monticello.
The Dewey Decimal System.
Yes, Dewey Decimal System. Okay, that's the end of our first round. Pretty good game so far. We'll be back with the lightning round right after this.
My name is Tahar Baziz, and I have taken the pharmacy technician training at Parkland College. I am a pre-pharmacy student here at Parkland College, so that class is a very good introduction to my career. My favorite part of the class is learning about drugs, more specifically the names and the different uses of the drugs. My long-term goals are becoming a pharmacist and work at a pharmacy or a hospital, and then come back to the university and do research.
Okay, after one round, the score is about as close as it can get, tied at 150. Let's go to the lightning round. Canada and Scotland regularly play in the Strathcona Cup in what sport? Ashley Monticello.
Soccer?
Not soccer. The answer is curling. Curling. Which character apparently survived drowning in Les Miserables to appear in a 2001 sequel? That was Inspector Javert. Javert. What is the capital of Nepal? Patrick, Centennial.
Kathmandu.
Kathmandu is correct. What body part becomes painfully inflamed with an acute case of glossitis? Glossitis. Jared, Centennial.
The eye?
Not the eye, the tongue. The tongue. Lady Godiva is said to have ridden naked through which English city? Coventry. Coventry is the city. What is the reproductive organ of a flower called? Aditya, Centennial.
Stamen or pistil?
Yes, a pistil. Where is the Suez Canal? Patrick, Centennial.
Egypt.
Egypt is correct. Lexington, Virginia is home to what all-male military college? Ashley Monticello.
West Point?
Not West Point. VMI, the Virginia Military Institute. What was the first state to ratify the U.S. Constitution? Patrick, Centennial.
Delaware.
Delaware is correct. What is the main ingredient of borscht? Borscht. That is beetroot. What manic comic often ad-libbed his routines on the sitcom Mork and Mindy? Hold on, Monticello.
Robbins.
Not Robbins. Robin Williams. Robin Williams. Who controlled England and most of Northern Europe by 1013? Greg Monticello.
The Saxons.
Not the Saxons, the Vikings. The Vikings. What was the Oscar-winning song from the Disney movie Aladdin? Randy, Centennial.
Part of your world.
No, A Whole New World. A Whole New World. What is the common name for hydrogen hydroxide? Jared.
Water.
Water is correct. Is a neap tide the least or the greatest tide in the lunar month? Centennial Patrick.
Least.
Least is correct. What is another term for vitamin B2? Greg.
Niacin.
No, riboflavin. Riboflavin. What street in New York was the center of advertising and public relations? That street was Madison Avenue. Okay, that's the end of our lightning round. Some lost a few points, some gained a few points. We'll be back with the final round right after this.
Hi, my name is Ryan Heiser, and I'm the Senior Vice President of Fisher National Bank in Mahomet. I recently attended the AMA program at Parkland College, focusing on human resource development. For the past 10 years, I was a community bank loan officer, and the bank asked me to manage the Mahomet facility, and in turn, the board of directors encouraged me to, take some human resource training. So after some research, we found out that Parkland had the best program available. The instructor was my favorite part. Cindy was able to bring real-life experience into the classroom, and it was really advantageous for me to learn from somebody that's with that much experience.
Okay, with one round left, Centennial has 190, Monticello has 100. Let's see if Monticello can catch up. What do the caloric counters abbreviate? BMR. Greg, Monticello.
Basal metabolic rate.
Yes, basal metabolic rate. Good job. What president's February 12th birthday became a federal holiday? Greg, Monticello.
Abraham Lincoln.
Yes, Abraham Lincoln. What state is nicknamed the Evergreen State? Greg, Monticello.
Vermont.
Not Vermont. You guys can confer?
That's what I was thinking. I think it's Wisconsin. It's
Need an answer?
like somewhere around.
Wisconsin.
No, Washington. Washington is the Evergreen State. What's the online acronym FTP short for? FTP. Suzanne, Monticello.
File transmit portal?
No.
It's free to play. Free to play.
Is that what?
Yeah, free to play.
Free to play.
No, file transfer protocol.
It's not.
Protocol, very close. What historic battle site's flag raising is depicted at the U.S. Marine Corps War Memorial near Arlington National Cemetery? Greg, Monticello.
Iwo Jima.
Yes, Iwo Jima. Iwo Jima. Deer meat is known by what other name? Ashley, Monticello.
Venison.
Venison is correct. What is a centaur a combination of? Aditya, Centennial.
Horse and human.
Yes, man and a horse. Man's torso, horse's body. Where were the 1936 Summer Olympics held? Patrick, Centennial.
Berlin.
Berlin is correct. Small, medium, and large drinks at Starbucks are categorized by what names? Greg, Monticello.
Vente, Grande.
Need one more?
Ooh. Meso.
No. You guys can confer?
Tall vente and garden. Yeah.
Tall venting.
Yes, tall, venti, grande. You're missing tall.
Yeah. Sorry.
What animal appears on the state flag of California? Ashley, Monticello.
Bear.
Bear is correct. The colors green, white, and orange can be found on the flag of which European country? Greg, Monticello.
Ireland.
Ireland is correct. Who played the title character in the 1960 movie Spartacus? Stanley Kubrick movie. That actor was Kirk Douglas, Michael Douglas's father. What football team was revered by Bill Swirsky's superfans on Saturday Night Live? Greg, Monticello.
The Packers.
Not the Packers. Yes, the Bears.
The Bears.
Yes, the Bears. That was that little bit
That
there.
was the Bulls. And I was like, no.
And what year was the Lincoln Memorial dedicated in Washington, D.C.? The answer is 1922. 1922. Before becoming vice president, Al Gore was a senator from which state? Holden, Monticello.
California.
Not California.
Florida.
No, Tennessee. Tennessee. What city is home to the headquarters for NATO? Patrick.
Brussels.
Yes, Brussels, Belgium. Vexillology is the study of what? Suzanne. Monticello.
Flags.
Flags, yes, good job. What was the top-rated daytime TV game show every year from 1980 through 2000? Suzanne Monticello.
The Price is Right.
The Price is Right.
I want to say it, but I didn't be wrong again.
What is the animal award given for theatrical excellence? I'm sorry. What is the annual award? Suzanne Monticello.
The Tony.
Yes, the Tony Award. Makes a big difference, annual or animal.
Yeah.
Which university is home to the oldest medical school in the U.S.? Greg.
Harvard.
Not Harvard. You guys can confirm? Oldest medical school in the U.S.
No, John, pretty sure it's Massachusetts.
Need an answer?
Boston.
Boston.
No, University of Pennsylvania. University of Pennsylvania. In baseball, how wide is home plate? Randy, Centennial.
1 foot.
Not 1 foot. You guys confirm?
Like a foot and a half. It seems like a foot and a half. I think it's a foot and a half.
Foot and a half?
Let's see, 12, no, 17 inches.
Oh, 1 inch off.
1 inch off.
That was a good estimate.
What member of the European Union sports does the internet domain extension .de? Patrick, Centennial.
Germany.
Germany is correct. In which French city was Joan of Arc burned at the stake? Aditya,
Orleans.
no.
French city. Paris. It's not Paris. Paris.
No, Rouen.
I knew it was Paris. But
Who wrote the novel Pride and Prejudice? Greg Monticello.
Jane Austen.
Jane Austen is correct. What is the subject matter of Ernest Hemingway's book, Death in the Afternoon? Jared, Centennial.
A funeral.
Not a funeral. You guys can
War?
concur?
War.
No, bullfighting. Bullfighting. All right, it's time for this round's video question, which goes to Monticello.
My name is Rochelle Harden. I teach English and literature here at Parkland College. This man escaped slavery and was well known as a tremendous writer, speaker, and egalitarian. Written between 1845 and 1881, his 3 biographies provided the first-hand narrative of what life was like as a slave. Who was this man?
Frederick Douglass.
The answer is Frederick Douglass. Frederick Douglass wrote The Life of Frederick Douglass, which is one of the most powerful slave narratives written to support the abolitionist movement.
Okay, only 10 points separate our teams as we head into the home stretch here. What 1996 movie did Tom Cruise play a sports agent? Holden, Monticello.
Jerry Maguire.
Jerry Maguire is correct. Show me the money. What is the only edible rock? Ashley, Monticello.
Salt.
Salt is correct. What state has the only American diamond field open to the public? Suzanne, Monticello.
Arkansas.
Arkansas, creator of Diamond State Park. What federal holiday was first celebrated in 1986? Greg, Monticello.
Veterans Day.
Not Veterans Day. You guys can confer? 1986.
I don't know. It's not Thanksgiving. Just go.
Need an answer?
President's Day.
No, Martin Luther King Day. Martin Luther King Day. What institution awards Pulitzer Prizes? That is Columbia University. Where do orange trees originally hail from? Orange trees. Holden, Monticello.
China.
Yes, from China. By what name was German aviator Manfred von Richten, Patrick Centennial?
The Red Baron.
The Red Baron, yes. Who was the mouse, Tom or Jerry? Patrick.
Jerry.
Jerry was the mouse, yes. Which country has the smallest population in the world? Greg, Monticello.
Vatican City.
Vatican City is correct. In 1877, Spencer Gore became the first man to win this tennis event. What event is it? Patrick, Centennial.
Wimbledon?
Yes, Wimbledon. The art of sailing around the world is known by what official term? Patrick.
Circumnavigation.
Yes, circumnavigation. Where did the name Jeep originate? Jeep, Jeep, J-E-E-P, comes from GP, the abbreviation for General Purpose Vehicle in the Army. In the Flintstones, Fred and Barney were the husbands. What were their wives' names? Greg Monticello.
Wilma and Betty.
Yes, Wilma and Betty. Name the original Three Musketeers. Patrick, Centennial.
Huey, Dewey, and Louie?
Not you. You guys can
Do you guys have
confer.
any idea? You'd probably know.
Mo, Larry, and Curly.
No, Athos, Porthos, and Aramis, and then D'Artagnan came later, the fourth musketeer. In automobiles, what does ABS stand for? Aditya, Centennial.
ABS. Anti-brake system.
No. You confer?
ABS?
Automatic brake system.
Automatic brake system?
No, anti-lock brake system. Braking system. Anti-lock braking system.
Okay, that's fine.
Which of these is not in Italy? Leaning Tower of Pisa, Pantheon, Patrick.
Parthenon.
Parthenon is correct. You didn't get to that one. Which large air conditioner manufacturer is named after the man who invented modern air conditioning in 1902? That man was Carrier. Carrier. What is the distance from the pitcher's rubber to home plate in baseball? Greg Monticello.
18 yards.
Incorrect.
It's 10.
Need an answer?
30 feet.
No, 60 feet, 6 inches. Ernest Hemingway, For Whom the Bell Tolls, is based on his experiences during which war? Greg Monticello.
World War One.
Not World War I. Yes, sir?
Spanish-American War.
Not Spanish-American War, Spanish Civil War. What is the unit of electrical resistance called? Patrick, Centennial.
Ohm.
Ohm is correct. Which country was the first to give its women the right to vote? Holden, Monticello.
Canada.
Not Canada. Yes.
Sweden.
No, New Zealand. Okay, that's the end of our game. That was a great one. We'll come back and play the final score right after this.
What can your phone do?
Okay, well, in the best game of the challenge so far, Centennial 290, Monticello wins with 300, and that sets up a finals between Mahomet and Monticello. So we'll be back with that match right after this.